is up, guys? This is DT Ninja here to bring you my Naruto Gaiden Chapter 6 live reaction. Yes, guys, there wasn't a Chapter 5 review or discussion last week. I've been really busy. A lot of things came up, so I didn't get that, and I didn't actually do a video. So there's going to be a little exclusive content in this video for my live reaction, so I'll be reading out my review for Chapter 5, so it'll kind of refresh your memory of what happened last week. Alright, so let's get right into it. Okay, so my review is called Gomen ne. It means I'm sorry. Alright, so here they are at last, the two Uchiha who are about to clash. Flying like daggers, they target Sasuke, knocking back those knives out of the way. The leader raises his hand to try, as Sasuke activates his Rinnegan eye. All in surprise, he doesn't know why. So his son comes to attack from the sky. Unaware of his true power, Sasuke unleashes Amenoteji Kara. Confused and in a daze, Sasuke lights Shin up in a fiery blaze. This man just let his own son fall and proclaims to be Shin Uchiha. Sasuke avoids them and moves back. All of a sudden, his sword impales Naruto with a surprise attack. How can this be? So this must be Shin's specialty. He can move objects and even take them apart. Damn it! He got me right from the start. That's why he tried to ambush me like that. Don't tell me that I'm gonna have to save your ass. This is nothing. Don't you worry, Sarada, I can take it. Big talk for one who let their guard down. Pathetic. Shin unleashes his knives at Sarada so fast, a helpless Naruto with no time to react. Sasuke shields his daughter, taking those knives right in the back. Dad! Damn, my power is being held back. Heh, just like I thought, you're all the same. Take away that power, and you're nothing. Mere shells you are, just waiting for you to die, as Sakura arrives, out of nowhere, right on time, smashing Shin. And he couldn't even see it coming. Who are these guys? Sasuke looks on, surprised. Why are you even here? Mom! Yes, dear. I know I should have told you the real truth. No, you were right about me, Sarada. This is not okay. I'm sorry. Gomen ne. I just wanted to protect. But it seems I forgot what I had left. The creature suddenly arrives, creating a vortex, taking Sakura and Shin, leaving everyone surprised. On the table, Shin now lies. You'd sacrifice your own son? Tell me why. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that, along with the color scans at the beginning. So it was a touching chapter last week, really epic, you know. Obviously Sakura, you know, a boss in the chapter. And yeah, the family reunion was really touching. It was cut short, you know, because the creature showed up and, you know, took Sakura along with Shin. And that is where we are in this chapter. So let's get right into it. I wanted to do that review before we do the live reaction, and also it doesn't have any nobody will know it's in here until you actually watch my review, until you watch my live reaction. So it's kind of extra exclusive content that, you know, I did, so I wanted to share with you guys. Alright, so let's get into the chapter. This week's chapter is in color, some of it, because I translated the preview, and I know from reading the Japanese, there are some color pages, there's some stuff about the movie, so I'm pretty hyped. I've heard a couple things about the chapter, but I have not been spoiled, so let's get right into it. So we see the heart beating, it's bleeding. This is obviously Shin and his son. Okay, don't get me wrong, the kid here is my clone. Okay, don't get me wrong, this kid here is my clone. One that has the same DNA as I do. Spare parts, if you will. Okay, well that makes sense, guys, because in my discussion in chapter, I think it was chapter 4, I went into detail, you know, about the clones and him being, you know, those being spare parts for him, and actually making him stronger, you know, in the end, you know, so that makes sense. Okay, but it also means he doesn't really have a son. This is a clone. Okay. So Sakura's standing there looking at the Shin clones. You treat your clones like this? You're not even Orochimaru, but how could you? Even clones. That's right. He's my teacher. The Crimson Dark Truth. Interesting. Wait a minute. Okay, so it says even clones. That's right. He's my teacher. He's my teacher. So Orochimaru is Shin's teacher. Okay, I'm a little confused here. Okay, let's move on. That's what it says. Orochimaru is his teacher. He doesn't say Orochimaru, but she mentions him. And okay, so we're getting a color page, a start of a new era, the younger Konoha ninjas. So we see Boruto, that's pretty cool, and then you got Sarada showing her stomach a little bit, and we got Mitsuki, it looks like. Very cool. Okay, so they're looking down on Konoha, and it talks about the Boruto movie. Okay, so this is in Japanese. It didn't translate it, did they? It says, let's see. Okay, so basically this is just talking about the movie and when it's coming. Okay, so let's go on to the next page, page 3. If I'm being accurate, Orochimaru's old experiment. In order to perform a clone technique, you see. What? A truly heartless snake. These guys made me from cultivating my teeth and nerves. One could say they exist for me to have flesh, stock to be used as flesh even. Okay, so the chapter's name is Genetic Slave. Okay, one could say they exist for me to have flesh. So you could say it's kind of like Orochimaru's, you know, his transfer jutsu that he used, you know, when he steals the bodies. You know, he needs a body to regenerate his flesh. So you could see it that way. Okay. Okay, and then Sakura says, what a truly heartless snake. Nothing more or less than that. So now we see, it looks like Naruto's face. It's no good. He went somewhere really far or is hidden within the boundaries. So Naruto is shown with his sage, you know, his sage jutsu, and he's trying to track them down. Okay, he went even further, somewhere that is hidden within the boundaries. Sakura chants chakra, can't pick it up. Okay. So Naruto can't even track him. So okay, so obviously, it can't be somewhere they know because he can't track them. Okay, Sarada's there, and we have Sasuke, I see. Kakashi Sensei thinks they have something to do with Orochimaru. And you remember, guys, in Chapter 1, I explained about Orochimaru being possibly a connection there. So this kind of makes sense, because the Sharingan was embedded in his left arm and all. Okay? Just like when I fought with Danzo on his right arm. The one who gave Danzo that arm was Orochimaru. There we go, guys. There it is. Orochimaru was the one that gave Danzo the arm, which, if you didn't know, you know now. That was pretty obvious, guys. I mean, he was after the Uchiha, you know, he was an experimenter. I mean, fill in the blanks. And also, guys, in Shippuden, or in the Naruto manga itself, we see the connection between Root and Orochimaru. Remember, Sai has the meeting with Orochimaru, and that was really, you know, that shadiness they had. Naruto was really pissed off because they had this, you know, almost like they were supposed to meet, and Naruto was like furious at Sai. I remember that. Okay, if we want to find Sakura, I guess we'll have to go to Orochimaru's hideout. I guess you're right. But what will we do about the kids? That guy was targeting Sarada too. Probably figured out she's your child. We can't have her taken hostage. So I'm guess taking them with us is safest. And now Sarada wants Mom. Okay. And then something happens. Jojo. I really hate this heavy mood. It's hard enough being heavy in general. Come on, Glassheart, you can do it. She gave her some consomme potato chips. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, it looks like barbecue potato chips. Nothing but salt flavored love. Oh, it's salt flavored. But if this can't fix you guys up, then I don't know what will. She's giving him food. Okay, so we have Sasuke there. We have Sarada that's, you know, really lost. Then we have Shin, you know, his clone. And then you have Shin, the experiment. There's no need to be sad. Living things are meant to die after all. What's that supposed to mean? Genes, reproductive cells, so to speak. This is what we call children. Make no mistake. This is how we survive for all eternity. Okay, so it looks like he's been brainwashed by Orochimaru, even more so than, you know, almost to the point, you know, when Kimimaro was. I wonder how early he met this one. Okay, opposite to that, non-reproductive cells die after a fixed period. In other words, humans cheat death by reproducing and multiplying cells that are used up and thrown away. Used as sacrifices even as they continue to live. In that case, what exactly is death? That is the using up and throwing away of a vessel of flesh as it decays and is an unavoidable phenomenon. Even if you put it like that, the thing you should focus on is not the genes, but the disposable vessels of flesh. Thoughts and perceptions live within them. The relationship between parent and child is more than the passing on of genes. It's more. So Sakura putting it to Shin here, you know, telling her point of view as being a parent. That is human evolution. And as we have evolved, we become more and more efficient at it. The clone technique is part of that. That's true of a ninja, isn't it? driven down and dragged into battle. New strength and new skills, ninjutsu and techniques are brought about ever more quickly, and only the strongest ninja are chosen. War is essential if people are to evolve. And that is why the Akatsuki exists. Okay, guys, this is very interesting because what he says is true. War is essential if people are to evolve. It is true. This is true. War does make us more connected to each other. You know, we care more about each other when there's, you know, crisis. It's human nature. So that's why he's saying it's essential for people to evolve this way. Now, I don't agree with what he says about, you know, taking others, you know, bodies and growing it onto himself so he can live forever. No, I don't agree with that. But I do agree with what he's saying about the Akatsuki, and, you know, war is something that can make us evolve, and we've seen it over and over. You're even stupider than Orochimaru himself. What you think of people, you have absolutely no idea what's important about being a parent. And that's what I'm pointing out. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about being a parent. And so, stop it already. I don't want to be called a leader by the Hokage. Oh, wait. Stop it. Stop already. I don't want to be called a leader by the Hokage. There he is, Yamato. This guy's not my dad, but that's because you'll always be Captain Yamato to me. I've heard most of the story from your predecessor. Sorry, but I can't leave this spot. If something were to happen, I have to follow Orochimaru's trail, you see? So this is what Kakashi was talking about. He had Yamato on watch. But remember, Yamato is marked by Orochimaru. So he has the curse mark. Yeah, so you guys gotta remember that. I know, this time Sasuke's on your side. Should be easier going than the last time. Fine, let's sneak in. I know the inside of the place. Okay, so they're at Orochimaru's hideout, apparently. This way. Hey, Sasuke, this isn't some old shop you frequent or something. So, try and be a little more cautious. Tate bayo. Okay. Ah, man, I see. Long time no see, Sasuke. So now we're getting Jugo. Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling now. I have a bad feeling, because if we're going to get Jugo and Suigatsu, who else could there be? And Sarada is probably going to see her. Okay, now I'm starting to get a bad feeling. Okay. This isn't the sort of place you take your kid dies on a day trip, you know. Wait a minute. Let me read this again. This isn't the sort of place you take your kiddies on a day trip, you know. Hokage, huh? These are the guys in the picture. Right, Sarada figured it out. Lead us to Orochimaru's hideout. I thought there was no need for that. Orochimaru is there. How you get so young, Orochimaru? Oh my, I can't believe you came to visit me again of your own accord, Sasuke-kun. You should know, because it's me. Don't worry your pretty little head over every tiny detail, when in that case, this person is Orochimaru? My, who could these children be? Supposing this person was my parent, would it be my mother or my father? She's really asking Sarada. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. Right. Your underlings tried to kill my child and harm my wife. Yo, Sasuke acknowledged Sakura as his wife. So there you go right there, guys. Sakura and Sasuke are definitely married. So keep that in mind when you going through the mystery of, you know, this whole series. Okay, if you're planning something, now's the time to spill. Did I do something suspicious? What purpose would I have for watching the outside? If so, then who is that man with the Sharingan embedded all over his body? And where is he? Orochimaru looks... Let's change rooms. Come this way. Okay, we see this chamber with Shin, the little Shin clone. So it looks like this is Orochimaru's experiment. That's Shin's ability. He was just fascinated by Itachi. He's not a member of the Uchiha clan. Ah, man. He's not a member of the Uchiha clan. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. But he left my side. This is the only one of my former experiments. So there's one of them left. Yes, it is, as you read, this child became Danzo's right arm. Okay, now it makes sense. This child became Danzo's right arm. Okay. So this child was originally this child, but as this original one is growing for his experiment. So now he's saying that this child is special, right? He showed absolutely no signs of rejecting transplanted tissue. He has a unique makeup. And I agree about that. And also I wanted lots more of that body. I repeated the clone technique with that child over and over. We unraveled the mysteries of genetics. A clone? Your Kage Bunshin shadow clone technique taken to another level. Every one of them an original. I suppose you could call it a shadow clone that never disappears. I don't get it. You say that they don't disappear. If you finish them off, what happens to them? These clones are reborn all on their own. In other words, just like twins, each of them has their own personality and thoughts. They're cultivated, so it takes time to regrow. But the genes are the same, like father and son, or even siblings. So that's why there's so many of them. Their genes are the same, but their makeup is pretty much the same. Okay, like the genes are the same, but their personalities are different, if that makes sense. Like brothers, father and son. So that's very interesting. Okay, if you want to get rid of them, there's nothing to do but completely kill them. It's not that simple when it comes to humans. Do you think it's okay to do experiments like that? Humans are simpler than expected, actually. People are like slaves to their genes. Individuals and how everything connects to them can be proven. What about non-clones? What about a regular parent and child? Sasuke is looking at her. Of course. Would you like to judge for yourself? And Chocho's, I wouldn't, Sarada. I know what he's saying, or even its gender. I don't know what it's saying, or even its gender. This person is kind of scary, honestly. There's no time to play around. If you know where Shin is, tell us. Fine. If Konoha is willing to take that unfortunate Shin off my hands, it would help me too. I'll give you all the details, so let's head to the monitor room. And you won't mind moving again, will you? So we see Sarada, and she's sweating, and she is pretty angry. Yeah, she's angry at her father because he just brushed her off, basically, right? She asked a question and he said stop playing around. So now she's going towards Suigatsu and she's going to show her the photo, I guarantee you. Yep, yep. What room is this woman in? Ah, Karin, a different hideout. She's not here. Although, the way he said that, you know, he does have those teeth, but I don't know, the way he said it, it's almost like, you know, Karin, oh no. She's asking about Karin, you know. I'm not sure if he's being truthful there. Oh, I see. In that case, I can ask for one more favor. Can I ask you for one more favor? And it looks like Naruto notices them gone. So Naruto's always looking out for Sarada, which is, I always like that fact. I always like that. What? What? You can't mean that. Sasuke's that much of a scumbag? Right now, all I have is an inkling. That's why I want to know who my real mom is. I want you to help me find out. I suppose Karin might have. Can you help me figure out the connection? Well, I guess so. So he's looking around. That's weird. I'm sure it was around here. Okay, and we get this flashback of Karin, and she says, my desk is a part of me. That's why no one is allowed to just go touching it, Suigatsu. My desk is a part of me. That's why no one is allowed to just go touching it, Suigatsu. And she's pretty angry. I wonder what she means by that. Very interesting. Okay, here it is. I thought this was from when Karin was born. Could it mean she's referring to, you know, having other people's DNA, like stored here? This extraction will bring the genes part of the connection to the light at least. Okay, so there's this DNA, you know, machine that's going to tell, and apparently they have Karin's DNA, and she's, you know, waiting, analyzing, and here, Suigetsu, match, beep beep, and she's shocked. Well, there you have it. Your mother is none other than Karin? What? 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 Really? Really, Karin? Oh my gosh! Wow. I don't know what to say about that. Really, Kishimoto? Really? Okay. I still don't believe that. Maybe part of her is Karin. Okay, and Naruto's there, and he's really upset too, because he's obviously told her, you know, in confidence, your father and I are connected. Your father and you are connected by feelings, so it's okay. And she's smiling and she's crying. Well, even your glasses are alike. Right, then I'll just... Okay, she's crying. I feel like maybe I did something not so good, huh? Utaka members always getting into things you have no business with. Datebayo, you dumbass! Sasuke's the one at fault here, so you knew about this then? There's no way I could have! Sasuke, that stupid bastard, keeping secrets, right, from him. See ya, I leave it up to you. Oh, Suigetsu, hang on. Hey, Sarada, we're gonna be leaving here soon, so... Sarada, a time of despair. I don't know why, but your atmosphere is just like Sakura-chan. So this is her thinking back to what Naruto said. We have to go save your mom, right? Liar? Huh? The seventh is a liar! Why should I help someone who isn't even my mother or anything to do with me? Wow, the truth is a cruel thing. I kept quiet for so long. I don't know anything about anyone anymore. And she reveals her Sharingan once again. Wow. Wow, Kishimoto really pushing this chapter. Holy crap. Wow, this opens new doors. Wow. I can't help but feel a little disappointed with Shin not being an Uchiha, but the whole mother thing, wow, wow. Yeah, this is gonna take some thought, but seriously, wow, this was actually a good chapter now that I analyzed what I just read, but at first I was like, whoa, Kishimoto really screwed up. But actually, guys, if you really think about it, through the entire Naruto story, you will see there is possibly a connection between both of these characters. Remember, Sakura saved Karin's life, so is it possible that Karin repaid the favor? Okay, repaid the favor, and somehow this is the reason why her DNA shows up, you know, as her mother, okay? Because part of her exists in her. So this is very interesting. I actually like this chapter. At first glance, at first read, yeah, I was shocked. Even, you saw me. I was like, what? Like, seriously? But okay, this will take a lot of thought to come up with some good discussion questions. But I think it'll be a good discussion. I'm not gonna go too big into the whole fandom, Sakura, and Sasuke and Karin and Sasuke. I don't really care that much. The point is, I care about Sarada. And the way Kishimoto did this is actually kind of interesting because he's made it so she's going to go off on her own now. She's going to go off on her own now, and this might be where the actual villain strikes. Now remember, I talked about this before. The creature seems to be more an extension of Shin. What if he is actually an experiment of Shin's and he's furthered Orochimaru's research? That would be interesting, guys. So, yeah. Anyways, I feel bad for Sarada. The chapter was a little disappointing, but overall, I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. Was it as good as last week? Not quite there, because it just wasn't, an action-packed chapter. There wasn't much action at all. It was an informative chapter, and I like informative chapters. So I hope you guys enjoyed my live reaction, and as always, have an awesome day.